Hello. So today we're going to be building. I wanted to make some building videos, but I'm not sure where I want to take them, whether it's just building something from scratch or like a tutorial kind of video. So for today, we're going to be building a Mandrake car. I'm pretty decent at building most things, but I'm not the best at making car builds, so we'll see where this goes. So the core components of this build is going to be Griffin, 2 Mandrakes, a Doppler, Odin, a Chameleon Mark II, Cyclops, and a Pegasus. I think I'm going to do Flywheel instead of Cyclops because it's only a 5% difference between Flywheel and Cyclops, and with Mandrake car, you usually don't want to be getting shot, so you're not really going to be getting the Cyclops perk. And I feel like with Griffin, Yeti is a lot more important than like a Cyclops, so do that. And then we got Pegasus. If you can, I might see if I can switch the engine, but usually you need Pegasus just because of how heavy the Drakes are and how light the light cab is, or like how little mass it has, so you kind of need Pegasus. All right, and with that out of the way, let's get started. So we'll start with the frame. We'll grab something like a 6x4 light, have it coming off the cab. Something like that, maybe a bit wider. There we go, we'll do something like that. You can put the Odin, maybe something like this. We'll see if we can put something in there. We'll do engine there. I might move the Odin back, we'll see. We'll do engine there, and then we'll then chuck a Pandora in there. Grab the engine. Maybe like that, flip it, grab a 2x8 frame light. How long is this? Might make these 8x4s. Make these 8x4s. Give us a bit more reach down the build. And then we'll do some 2x8s. Like that. Grab the reload. Which ammo do you get with Pandora? Oh wow, that's not a lot. I think that'll do. 25 shot, yeah, that'll be enough. So we'll do Pandora and an ammo supply. Put the ammo supply here just to break up the explosions. Do something like this. There we go. Just so we're not having all the explosives here. It doesn't really matter with this build, because if you're getting shot down here, you're dead anyway. It doesn't really matter what you do. We can put the Yeti towards the back. If we do something like that. Go, and we can, there we go, and you can put your Doppler in like that. I feel like that's a bit long, but it should be okay. All right, and then we'll do, I'm not sure what frames, I'll do a 2x6 for now. We'll put 2x6s here, we can change those later. And then for the front, we'll just get like a 6x4, something like that should do. So that's pretty much our layout. Drake, I think. Make sure this can rotate the whole way, which it can't. Okay, so we'll go 1 pin back, and that should rotate fully. Nice. The second Drake, I think this should be enough. I kind of want to frame, in the middle somewhere. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I want to frame in the middle, so we'll put the Odin back, pin, move all this back, and then do like a 1x8, or 1x6, sorry. Yeah, a bit more stability. Now for wheels, we're going to be using Hermits. For a few reasons. They have really nice durability, so because the weak part about these builds is the explosives down here, so anyone with like Scorps and stuff are going to be shooting low. Hermits have a lot of durability. They can potentially stop the Scorp going through and popping all this stuff. Should we make this, wait, can I do a 6x4? I can do a 1x8 maybe there. Yeah, I think something like this is better, so we'll make this back to 6x4. This down, this is a 1x8, something like that. I think you can, yeah, there you go, you can do that. I think maybe 2 steering there, do a non-steering here. Some Hermits up front here. Man, this Yeti at the back is really long. We'll just do some buggies, just so we get a little bit more like close range reach, because if you tilt the build up, you can shoot closer to yourself. Having Hermits at the front, buggies at the back. So you can do that. Some Dura-fused buggies, just something like this. That Yeti is scraping, or the Doppler is scraping. I feel like this frame layout I think is fine. I might just see if I can move the Yeti around for something, like the engine. Nah, it scrapes, okay. So we'll ditch the Odin Doppler tech, the engine in the middle. Stuff here, and we'll put the Odin, put the Doppler somewhere up here. Odin? Put the Yeti like up here somewhere, something like this on the back. Now we'll start working on the armor, which I feel like is kind of tricky because we don't have a lot of mass spare. We'll see what we can do. Is it worth using these? Are these too heavy? Chuck them down here, give the Odin some armor. Alright, we'll see if we keep those. I'm not sure if we will. We'll see. I kind of want to make a cage around the drakes. Can do something like this, I guess. It's very open there. The slab is kind of heavy. I might replace it in the future. We'll see what happens. So if we do something like this and have it come out the back, like lighter parts. Something like this. Do some trays and then you can maybe get something like... Alright, we'll do this then. Have a thorax in here holding it up. It's a nice pass-through part that actually gives Dura as well. Then we can do like... How many thoraxes do you have? Do we have 4? We do, okay. Actually, this is 2, so you could do something like this. And we'll repeat this on the other side. Now, I don't know if I want to round this off with the wings. What we'll do is grab something like... Alright, that works. Now, I think I need to flip these. We can have the Yeti there. It's a bit bald, but it's fine. It's not scraping at least. We'll move the buggy wheels back 1 pin and grab a bonnet just to connect all this up. Put that on the frame. That should be on the tray. Yeah, and the wing. We've kind of got the cage for the drakes done. I need to start putting like actual armor around like the cab and stuff. We'll do the front. And we also need armor in between the wheels as well. Start armoring up this Doppler. There's no armor on those wheels though. Nothing armoring the wheels here. I might move frame back. What is that, 6? Yeah, we'll do a 4x4. We'll do this. We'll have 2 6x4s so that we give these wheels some armor like this. Flip the Mempo up, the Doppler some armor as well. And we'll start armoring these wheels now, in between the wheels. These off-road corners, just a classic for armoring wheels. This will do for now. Unless I find something different. Here we go, that'll do. Now this rear stuff is kind of weird. Can't just do a bore. I might just do a bore here. It's on pass-through parts, so it'll be right. It's that pretty much done. Kind of need to armor the cab a little bit more. It's a bit bald. We have some pins on the front there. Could put like a plate, yeah, cover plate. Put it on the side. This. We still have a solid amount of mass left, so this is fine. We need to armor the back a little bit more. Quite a lot more, actually. Hold on. I don't like having the Yeti just hanging out at the back. So I might do this. Put the ammo box inside like that. It's not detachable, but it's fine. We can just put the reload in the back. Use it as armor or something. Now we'll start armoring all this stuff at the rear. Could swap these shoulder rests over with some mounting brackets. They're just a better part. More pass-through, more durability. And then we can grab those shoulders back. Just make the rear a little bit thicker so you don't lose everything if you're running away from someone. And chuck like, what is that, 6? Like a van door there. We got any other 6x parts? So by durability. Oh, we can do this. This is perfect. Kind of want more redundancy. Something like this. Bruh. Yeah, we'll flip these around so I get more pins at the top, because I need whatever I want up here, I want it connected to everything, not just the power slide. So I flip it upside down, I get more pins. Like if I wanted to do the rump, I could, you know, it's connected to more things. Leave that there for now. The finale's pretty solid as well. I think it might just be a little bit too big, a bit weird. The rump is good for now. Still got 10 parts and a good amount of mass left. Kind of want those wheels protected in the rear here. Like they're kind of just open. Something like that maybe? Now if we put some armor on top of the cab here, just to stop, you know, Scorps being able to shoot here. You want Scorp players to need to shoot the barrel instead of just like here, so I'll put some armor on top of the cab. Make it harder for them to do that. This is where something like the finale could be good. You do like a finale, and then where's the veil? You can do like the veil as well. Yeah, you could do something like this. Might swap these bumper spikes for something else. Some of this, maybe. Yeah, I like that. We can use that. Finally, I do have a little bit of mass left and parts, so I want to add some more layering on the cage. Something like these, maybe. Something like that. Alright, we're basically done. I'm not going to fill the mass all the way up to the top because I have like ridiculous things. Mass fused, not really ridiculous, but I have everything mass fused. So, you know, when you on an actual account, you're probably not going to have all this shit mass fused. So 13.1 is realistic to around the max, to around the mass limit. And I have 4 parts left, and 2 of those are going to be used. Actually, maybe all of them. You need to have your sick decor. You have to. No matter what people say, looks do matter, right? The personality of this build is nice, but the looks do matter, right? So we need to make sure we put on some sick paints. Paint all these checkers. These. Power slide. And just like that, I think the build is ready. Change the keybinds. All right, and instead of going through the build myself and finding if anything is, you know, seriously misplaced, we'll just go straight into a match. All right, we're on Founders Canyon. The power score system seems to be working well. So we got a 12k in the lobby and I'm pushing 17, but that's fine. We're on EU servers. Let's see how this goes. There we go. Alright. No. Sorry, bud. Let's see if these guys have eyes. Oh, there we go. They seem to just be sitting here. Pushing up now. On the ridge. There we go. Someone's burning. Okay, well, it's their whole team alive versus me, so this is great, isn't it? Whatever. Pubs doesn't get any more real than that. Alright, we're on Ravager's Foothold. We'll see how this match goes. So most Mandrake cars use Catalina because you get stacks very quickly, but I wanted to do something different. And Griffin complements the Drake car style anyway, as you usually want to end up getting behind people and create 2 angles of attack, especially since you have infinite kiting range. Well. Ah, bro, I just can't. It's me versus the team. Me versus their whole team. I'm giving up, bro. Like, every match is just me versus the entire team. I don't get it. Alright, they're all sitting in the one spot there, so I should be able to get a lot of damage here. Yeah. My whole team is dead. How has this even happened? Like, this actually happens every match. It's kind of insane. Okay. Okay, so my whole team dies without doing anything. This is pretty much how every PvP match goes, isn't it? Awesome. Alright, we're on Peaceful Atom, IU servers. So I can get some spawn shots. Got a little peck. Oh, look at that. This AFK guy. He's burning. Ooh. Not too bad.